Welcome to Hope for Everybody, a channel that exists to highlight people and places that are all about providing hope to people in need. Check out today's episode.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon here with Denita. We're at Destiny Church, home of One Chance, One Change, and Helping Hands of DFW. Let's go inside and see what they got going on. Denita's going to tell us some background about One Chance, One Change and how One Chance, One Change helps provide hope for everybody. So, Denita, tell us about yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Denita Singh, originally from Jersey. My husband was a political director for labor unions, and we traveled all around with his business, and we lived in New Orleans during Katrina time. Katrina brought us over this way, and Texas became home. During that time, I struggled with my battles of being an alcoholic. That's what eventually gave me my name, One Chance, One Change. When I decided, actually I just celebrated my 7-year recovery. 7 years. Thank you. When I decided to stop my drinking and my partying and, decided to give my life completely, I prayed every day. God, give me a chance to make a change. God, give me a chance to make a change, and I promise I'll do right. I promise I'll do right. And that's how I came up with One Chance, One Change. God, give me a chance to make a change, and I will. And I feel like that you offered a chance to make a change. Either you're going to take advantage of it or you're not. And if you don't, that's your bad, right?
Right.
So that's how I came up with my name, and I live in. We've lived out here since Katrina, and I've been doing my outreach pretty much, probably for about 10 years now. Probably about 10 years, but before I had my name, I was still doing outreach work. I was still taking my family and going downtown Fort Worth and servicing Lancaster area, minus the outreach, minus the nonprofit side of it. Just taking my family in and us just going and doing. And then my family was like, okay, this is your thing. This is what you want to do. This is not what we want to do, And I just kept pouring myself into it and pouring myself into it and pouring myself into it. And then it became life. It became part of me. It became stuck to me. And the more I did it, the more in love I grew with it. I started meeting different people of different walks, different people of different nonprofits, different people of different churches, different people of different businesses. And people think that when you service, you're just serving homeless, or you're servicing, people who are not. I've worked and counseled pastors' wives, I work with the middle school. I work with the kids in the school. When I had this location, I was feeding the kids from the school out of this location, So it's not just the individuals who we see on the street that is digging in the trash can or feeling like that this person just robbed the store because they don't have any money or anything like that. Those are the ones that we're serving. That's not what it is. We serve in community. We are community bound, and we are everyone in the community assists each other servicing the community.
A wide range of aspects that you provide service.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Tell us about One Chance, One Change and its mission and the people it serves.
Well, I started out servicing homeless. That's what I did. And then it just started elevating, and different people from different walks just started coming my way. And I said, all right, Lord, I said, whoever it is I'm supposed to service, present them to me. Just put them in front of me, because sometimes, I don't see clearly. Sometimes I can't hear clearly, and sometimes my brain is foggy. So whoever it is that I'm supposed to be assisting and helping, place them in front of me. And that's, you say, you ask and he shall give to you, right? Yeah. And that's what he's been doing for the past few years, is presenting to me who it is that he is wanting me to assist. And that's what I truly believe. the community, the West Side community, who I spend a lot of time servicing. I live 40 minutes away from here, but I travel over here every day, to sometimes 7 days a week. I've started going to church on this side of town because I spend so much time on this side. I feed 3 days out of the week on this side of town. I do my volunteering on this side of town. I volunteer at Joseph Manor Storehouse, who blesses me with food to be able to feed my homeless. They also bless me with grocery blessing boxes. They call them blessing boxes, that I go around and I sign up families or individuals or homeless or whoever it is that's needing groceries. I bless them once a week with groceries that's donated from Joseph Manor Storehouse. I help folks with IDs, getting their birth certificates, applying for their social security cards. I help folks with whatever it is, filling out paperwork to get their whatever it is. And I also work with individuals who are incarcerated. Mm-hmm. A lot of my folks out here who go to jail, I have a bail bondsman who helps me out, and I have an amazing criminal attorney who helps me out. My husband is an attorney, so he helps me out when he can. So I have a whole realm of a team support that can help me out with the individuals who's needing. We have a tax guy on staff who helps us out. So anything that, somebody is needing, or besides the pastors that I work with out in this area, they help us out. I have a pastor who allows me to use his church who's blessed me with an office to be able to use and meet my clients or individuals that I help out of. Everything all right here.
If you're liking this content, don't miss out on future episodes. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Now back to the show.
It's such a blessing that honestly, there's somebody like you out there who can manage to fit helping that much people in the time that we're given in each day. That's truly a miracle. And I'm getting a little emotional just hearing how much of an impact you're making in your community and people's lives. It's really a blessing. Thank you for everything you're
Thank
doing.
you.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Before we go, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Absolutely.
Okay. As a person who's involved with helping people, have you heard of someone or an organization that was doing something that you wish you had heard about before, whether it be a service they provided or a way of doing things?
Well, I just heard of a platform that's about to be presented with helping all of the outreaches network together. And that to me is something that is well needed, and which all of us nonprofits with the individual assets that we can contribute to individuals on the street or in homes or in the area, that it's going to be a blessing to be able to coordinate with everybody all at one time.
So you agreed that it would be rewarding enough to be afforded at $50 a month to
absolutely,
to pay for something like that?
Absolutely.
I agree with you. So do you agree that in your time doing this, that there are people out there who take advantage of the help and resources like you provide? Well,
there's people who want and need, and then there's people who expect, right? So people who want and need, they are going to go to individuals who can help them, right? People who expect are going to go here, and expect everybody to. So yes, to answer your question, yes.
So if there was a website that you could instantly connect with other individuals and nonprofits to communicate with them, that would make a world of difference?
That would definitely make a difference, because, we live in an area that is growing tremendously. We have people migrating over to Texas in abundance. Okay. So if you have 20 outreaches and you have one person, and that one person is hitting all 20 outreaches 3-4 times around, how are we supposed to assist everyone else when this one person is taking all the resources that they can so freely and probably not even needing it or using it, but just because?
So it would be valuable to be able to have some way to know whether or not someone was doing that.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. We need that. We need it. That would be a big help on all ends, on everyone's from everyone's aspect, because, I'm self-funded. Okay. I'm self-funded. And what I bring to the table is what I can bring to the table.
You're limited to what you
I'm limited to
yourself can bring.
what I can bring. So if I have one person sucking everything out of me, then I can't bless others.
Right.
So to answer your question, $50 to be able to for them to be able to monitor, outside and inside, that would be a blessing.
Right. So through Hope for Everybody, it's intended to be a place where individuals can come in contact with nonprofits, nonprofits can come in contact with each other, and nonprofits can know about the individuals that they're coming to serve. So it'll be like a profile basis type thing. So that way the person would make their profile when they're looking to receive help, and then they would become in contact with a wide variety of nonprofits who are involved. And then in their profile, they would be made known, and they would be probably given a score to where if their problem was addiction or something like that, then the nonprofit that they're seeking to help, whether they've been to other nonprofits or not, they could still, as the nonprofit, decide whether or not the type of help they needed was a rehab facility. And if there was rehab facilities involved in the website, then after they went to that rehab facility, the rehab facility could make comment of that, and then it would be known on their profile that they had made that necessary step to do right. And then do you think a nonprofit would be more likely to help them after something like that was provided to them?
Yes. So, and let me tell you how what you just said would help out tremendously as well, is because you have a lot of individuals who is blessed with them being offered to go to rehab. And me personally, I've sent quite a few people to rehab. I've paid for them to go to rehab, not for the physical unit, but for them to be able to be transported there out of my pocket, pay for them to be transported there, whether if it was bus, plane, or train, and for them to come back. But then you have so many individuals that will go to rehab and choose not to stay in rehab. So if that profile shows that this person has not completed or is not fulfilling their commitment to what we are offering to them, we will all be aware of it.
And be able to make a more educated decision.
Right, on how to service that individual, instead of letting them take advantage of, the next person that's willing to offer them help because they didn't fulfill their obligation to the previous person who was offering them assistance.
So to wrap things up, is there anything that you'd like to say to hopefully maybe receive more help, or for your ministry or for your nonprofit that you'd like to say, or to encourage people to donate or to help in any way at all?
Of course. One Chance, One Change. We've been around for a little while. We've gotten to know a lot of the people on the West Side community. We do amazing work. Everything that we do out here is for the people. I benefit nothing from this. Everything that I do is for the people. We collaborate with whoever is willing to assist us with going forth with whatever it is that we are trying to do or trying to assist and help. You just threw me off on that.
We'll edit it out.
It was this one you were doing.
Oh, it was?
Oh, okay. That's why I'm kept looking over here.
No, it was this one.
all the bad stuff will be taken out. I just wanted you to be able to to hone in on you on the solo camera.
Oh, okay.
So that's the solo camera, and that's the us camera. So.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it's the conclusion, so she could have been a y'all thing.
Okay, it still can be.
Okay. We are a nonprofit, and we do take in donations, monetary donations. We help individuals who receive housing. We help furnish their houses. We help get their groceries. We help with gas cards. We help with whatever is that's needed. A big thing that I'm getting ready to try to implement now is is back to school. School is starting back in August, is about to end for this school year, for 25-26 school year. We have a lot of children in this community who are not in school because of lack of. Okay, when I say lack of, I mean lack of the parents not getting the children their shots for school, or the parents just not being not pushing or processing the children to be able to do what they need to do to be able to go to school. So that is something that I'm getting ready to try to start up this year for the 25-26 school year, is a homeschooling program. So I'm looking for a location now. So if anyone is out there that has space available, that is willing to donate space for homeschooling, that would be a blessing. And the computers for the school, that would be a blessing. And whoever's listening to this, that would be a blessing. But that is something that's needed as well. Because if you think about it, those are the people, the children right now are going to be the children that's coming to y'all. Right?
Yeah, our doctors, our lawyers,
No, what I'm saying is that our children now, if these children are not placed in school and getting their education, they're going to end up on drugs. They're going to end up in jail. They're going to end up deceased. If these children are not directed and led and given the opportunity, right? Like we were all given, then they're going to become lost. And once you become lost, then they become in my care. Then they become in your care. And then it's going to be more people on that $50 list. Right?
Right.
So pushing for this this location and everything that we need for the children to be able to start their this homeschooling program is something that's important. So if you asking me what it is that I'm asking for a donation wise, that's one of the things that I'm asking for donation wise.
Do you have a website or a means that you would direct people to that you can receive donations through? Or?
My website is www.1chance, CHANCE, change.com. Denita Singh at onechance1change.com. My website is onechance1change. OneChanceOneChange.com.
Is it a PayPal? What is
we
the
have
method
we
of
have
which-
Zelle on there. We have Cash App on there. We have PayPal on there. We have I think that's it. Zelle, PayPal, and Cash App on there.
Okay. Well, Denita, it's been a pleasure having you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for all the help that you're providing to people and the difference that you're making in our community.
Thank you.
Because I think we can sleep a little bit safer and happier tonight knowing that there's people like you out there in the world.
Thank
and
you.
I truly mean that.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you would really like to help, if you liked what you heard today and you're interested in trying to make a difference alongside her, visit her website. If you liked what you've seen today, please like the video. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe. This has been Brandon and Denita. God bless you.
God bless.
We've reached the end of today's episode of Hope for Everybody. If you'd like to be a part of the show and tell us your story, please visit us online at hopeforeverybody.org.